Now, let's move on to the one I call emotional control.
Okay.
Now, for this, I'm sure you have at least one, maybe even two areas in your life where there's an emotion that keeps you from doing something you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So pick one that's maybe not a life and death thing, but something that's at least moderately important to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm,
And let me know when you've chosen.
yeah.
Okay. Give me a hint to what this is about, what area of your life and so on.
Uh, kind of childhood. I guess the shyness and stuff. Feeling afraid to talk to people sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Okay. Okay. So this is something that started in childhood and the emotion's still there now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh, what does that emotion stop you from doing now? Or would give me an example of something it stops you from doing.
The basic human thing to do is interact with people.
Ah, okay. And it makes you reluctant to do that.
Yeah, even though I really want to talk to people, I just don't.
Okay. Okay.
Habit.
Yeah. And uh, if you had to give that emotion a name or a code word, what would you call it?
I thought of giving it a code word. I always called it shyness.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said I always just called it shyness, but I don't know if it's really
Shyness.
shyness.
Okay. Now, I'd like you to feel that shyness now. Actually step into it. Maybe a little uncomfortable, but go ahead and step into it. Are you feeling it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, where, just describe to me the sensations that you're experiencing.
Mm, fiddling with my fingers.
There's something about your fingers.
Fiddling with them.
Oh, you're fiddling with them. Okay. Oh, that's an action. I'm looking for sensations, primarily what's going on in your body.
The heaviness in my chest.
A heaviness high in your chest. Okay.
Throat.
And what about your neck?
Feel a tingle in my throat.
A tingle in your throat. Is that the kind of tingle that you might make you cough?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So there's a funny little tickle in your throat and a heaviness right up here. What are you aware of right here? You know that little bone that dips down between your
Mm,
collarbones, right at the base of your throat? Right above that. Are you feeling anything?
mm, mm.
You don't you don't have to be. I'm just asking.
You know,
No. Okay. Okay. So there's this heaviness in your chest. Anything else notable anywhere else in your body?
mm,
No.
just
Okay.
that's for
Your fingers are twitchy.
yeah.
Okay. Um, if that sensation in your chest had a color, what color would it be?
Mm. Kind of like a mix of colors. Kind of like a red. Also kind of like a black. And I see red and black.
Okay, so it's kind of red and black. Does it mean sometimes it seems red and sometimes it seems black? Or is it kind of a mix of red and black? Or is it like a checkerboard?
Kind of like a swirl. Like a swirl
Okay.
there.
Ah, okay, okay. So is there movement in the inside the sensation?
Yeah.
Instead
Yeah,
of
it's swirling.
swirling. Okay. Now, is the swirling happening in a consistent direction or is it just random all over?
And it's going all over the place pretty much.
Okay. Okay. So it's random movement inside. There's colors of red and black in it. If that sensation had a shape, what word would you use to describe that shape?
I saw it in like a square shape with the stuff just moving around.
Okay, a squarish shape. Did the squares have sharp corners? Did this have sharp corners?
Yeah, it had sharp corners.
Okay, okay. So it's rectangular. Is it two-dimensional like a piece of paper or thick like a book or a parcel?
It feels flat.
It's real flat, like a piece of paper.
Yeah, like a piece of paper.
So it's very thin.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Um, if this had weight, how heavy would it be? Is it light like it's lifting you up? Is it heavy
Mm,
like it's weighing you down? Is
like a boulder.
like a boulder? It's heavy.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, how would you describe its size?
Mm, yes. Medium size? Not too large, just medium size.
Okay, not that different from a piece of printer paper.
Yeah, about the size of printer paper, yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, how about temperature? Is it hot, warm, neutral, cool, cold?
Warm.
It's warm. Okay, okay. Now, this, just to check, this emotion is shyness, and the emotion that's created by these sensations is one that you would rather have, at least in lesser degree. You would rather have less of this, or maybe even none.
Yeah.
Well, that was a scary concept. Ooh, none? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's play with this. You ready to play with this? See what happens? And by play, I'm talking about, you get a gizmo for Christmas or a birthday, and you want to turn the dials, and because you don't know what they do. So you just play with them to find out what happens when you adjust them. So that's what we're going to do. Right now, this is very, very, very thin. It's the size of a piece of paper, but it's very thin, just like a piece of paper. Give it some thickness. Make it like, I don't know, an inch thick or something, like so thick. What is that like when you make that change?
Feels heavier.
It feels heavier. Okay. And in terms of the emotion, Does heavier mean the emotion is stronger?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So let's take it back to flat.
Mhm.
And now it's kind of curious that something the shape of a piece of paper could feel heavy like a boulder. But let's play with that. What happens if it's only half as heavy?
Mhm. Like a mild discomfort heaviness.
Oh, okay, okay. So it gets a lot better if it's less heavy. And
This may
if it,
have helped me.
okay. And if it's heavier, it's worse.
Yeah.
It's a more powerful emotion. Okay. Um, let's explore those colors or let's explore the swirling first. Right now, the swirling is random.
Yeah.
Um, however this makes sense to you, sort of communicate to it, hey, why don't you get your act together and get the red and black moving sensibly? And just notice what that means. So tell me what happened.
It, well,
Sorry,
I said I don't know.
you don't know what happened? Did
Uh,
the right when we started, the movement was just kind of random, red and black stuff moving around. So when you invited it to,
I feel still. I'm still like not moving.
oh, so it's still now. Did it stop moving when you told it to get its act together?
Yeah, it's kind of just like in separate colors now from each other.
Oh, so the red is in one place and the black is in another place.
The black is on bottom, red is on top.
Okay, okay. And does that change the emotion in any way?
No, it kind of feels like stagnant. Like it's just there.
Ah, okay, okay.
Like my body doesn't know how to feel about it.
Oh, it's like this is a little weird.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So play with it. Make it move around in a circle. Well, when it was moving randomly, how fast was it moving? Was it going like, or was it just?
Like it was intermingling. Like a lava lamp.
Okay, okay. Um, so make it move more rapidly than a lava lamp. And what's that like? How does that change the emotion?
hmm, I don't know.
So
Really.
when you say I don't know, does that mean you're unable to detect a change in the emotion?
Or I just how to process the emotion because not used to it.
It's just different. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. If take that sensation with the colors moving faster and feel it. And imagine that you wanted to talk to somebody and you were feeling that. Would you be, would it be easier to talk to them or harder than it was with regular shyness?
Mm. A little bit harder.
Harder. Okay. So let's slow the motion down and make it generally flowing in a circle this way, or it could even be this way, or this way, or this way, and this way, whatever way makes sense to you. But slower than before, not completely still, just slower.
Mm. That feels better.
That feels better. Okay. Now, show me with your hands what direction it's moving in.
Mhm. It goes that way and then it goes back around. And
Oh,
like,
so it's moving. Shh.
but it kind of like the two colors are unison going with each other though.
Okay. Okay.
Or it can also sometimes going in like a yin yang kind of
I see.
movement.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. So, and that slower movement is good.
Hmm.
Now, let's play with size.
Okay.
What happens if you make that paper shaped thing, the red and black paper shaped thing, a little bit bigger?
It's like uncomfortable,
It's like uncomfortable.
heavy feeling.
Okay. Okay. So now let's make it smaller. About shrink it down to about half the size.
A little bit less heaviness.
Okay. Okay.
Feet and the palms where they're not sweating.
Ah, okay. Okay. Let's try. So that seems to be having a good effect. So shrink it down to the size of a postage stamp.
Didn't feel bad.
Oh. So when it's down to the size of a postage stamp, how manageable is it?
It feels manageable. And it feels
Yeah.
kind of like
Okay. Now shrink it all the way down to the size of a small drop of water. So small that if you look really, really, really close, you can see red and black, but otherwise you wouldn't even know what color it was.
mm, 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 I don't know. They just can't recognize it there.
Okay. So with that emotion, that sensation shrunk down that tiny, imagine there's somebody that you'd like to talk to. What happens?
I feel like I can do it.
Interesting. Okay. Let's try something else. Okay.
Mhm.
Take the piece of paper, that red and black paper, shrink it down to the drop of water size, and send it to California.
Hmm?
Okay. And now tell me about, are there any sensations related to shyness still there in your body now?
Not necessarily here.
Not there. Are there any sensations related to shyness anywhere else in your body,
Hmm.
in your head? Are they sensations or are they thoughts?
They're probably, yeah, false. They're not supposed to be false.
Yeah, because you remember doing this. Okay. Now here's what I want you to do. And I'm gonna do the hypnotic in a minute. And what I want you to do when you start, imagine that you're in an actual situation where you want to talk to somebody, and it's the kind of situation where in the past, this shyness would have completely stopped you. Okay. Then allow yourself to experience the sensations. And when you know that, oh, this is that shy thing, when your mind recognizes that sensation, immediately, as rapidly as you can, shrink it down to that tiny drop of water and send it off to California. And then notice what it feels like. Okay. Then the next step is let your brain go blank, smile a bit, think of a silly joke, something like that. And then do the whole process over again and do that 5 times. Understand? So,
Yeah.
okay. So go ahead and start now.
So I just imagine the event, right? Or feeling.
Sorry, I didn't
Do
follow.
I just imagine the feeling or memory? Whatever.
No, I want you to feel the feeling.
Okay.
I want you to be there, to actually experience the feeling. And when you recognize it as, oh, this is that shy feeling, shrink it down, send it off to California or Mexico or wherever you want it to go. And let me know when you're all done. Is that, you're all done?
Oh no,
Oh, okay. Keep going then.
sorry. Done.
Okay. Now, the first time you did that, I'm guessing you were able to get that feeling pretty strongly, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened to the sensation when you whisked it off to California?
Feels relieving.
It's gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And by the time you did this the fifth time, it seemed like that went much faster.
Yes.
Now, on a scale of 0 to 10, the first time you brought this up, where 0 means sensation, I don't feel any sensation, and 10 means, oh my God, I can't handle this. What number would you give the sensation the first time you brought it up?
So 10 is the highest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10.
Okay.
But
And then,
then the 4, I guess. The second time, a little less, around an 8. And the third time, around a 7. The fourth time, more around a 5. And then the last time, more around, it's like kind of mix between like a 2 and a 1.
so even before you sent it away, it was only a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
Is that cool or what?
Yeah.
So, Kendall, you didn't, once you'd practiced it a couple of times, you didn't have any trouble at all doing that, did you?
Yeah.
So, who has control of that emotion?
I do.
That's right. You get a gold star.
Oh.
Remember gold stars?
Yeah. Those
Okay. Okay. How does it feel to know that, because this is an emotion that's been bugging you and stopping you and holding you back for a long time.
Yeah. It's one that my
And
parents trained into me.
and I'll bet that most of the time that you experienced it, you believed that you did not have control over it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My
And
parents invested into me.
Mhm. And what's it like now knowing that, oh my God, I do have control of this?
Weird, but cool.
Weird but cool. Okay. Okay. Take yourself into a situation, use past memories, imagine yourself in the near future in a situation where you're near someone that you get the idea you'd like to talk to. And in the past, that red and black heavy sensation would come up and stop you. Now, as you're imagining this, the instant you become aware of that sensation, and notice what you can do. Practice. Go ahead and do that now. Tell me what happened.
Felt nice.
It felt what?
Felt nice.
Felt nice. Okay. That's how it felt. What did you do? Did you hide your head feeling shy, or did you talk to the person?
Talk to the person.
And what was that like? Did they get mad at you for talking to them?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Did you feel good about talking with them?
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So, who has control over this emotion?
I do.
Right. And if the emotion comes up in a circumstance where you don't want it, can you just dismiss it?
Yeah.
You can. Right. Is that something you're likely to do if the occasion arises?
Yes.
Okay.